What's going on, guys? Hey, it's 5 Minutes of Freight presented by Freight Broker Live. My name is Steve Oatley. I am your favorite freight broker. I'm getting over a cold. If you guys know, I haven't made the videos in the past 2 days. I've been pretty sick. Lost about 10 pounds. I'm looking quite lean if I do say so myself. Anyway, let's jump right into the news. So we got more layoffs to announce, I know. But if you read my article yesterday, you know I'm going to take a different approach when I talk about these layoffs. So Penske Logistics filed a WARN Act notice on Monday informing the state and its employees that it would be laying off 120 employees, closing a facility permanently in Coldwater, Michigan. That was one of its cross-dock facilities after it, but it lost an account, so they're done. Here's some facts about Penske Logistics. They have 3,612 trucks and over 5,000 truck drivers, according to the FMCSA. Many of the workers affected were operations and warehouse personnel at this location. The good news is the workers only represent 0.6. That's 0.6% of all Penske's total workforce of 18,000. So not really that big of a news story when you actually look at the numbers. Anyway, it's unknown how many drivers, if any, are even going to be affected by this because it didn't specify. The WARN Act was not available yet online. So we don't know if any truck drivers are going to be affected by this because most likely the truck drivers are going to be reassigned to different locations. And this is just going to be warehouse staff and operational staff at this one location. Does suck for them. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. But here's some good news about the industry. So that very same day, so Monday, February 24th, there were 277 applications were received by the FMCSA by people that are looking to start their own trucking companies. That is more than double the amount that were laid off, which is pretty rad. Since then, though, so since Tuesday to Wednesday, there were an additional 663 applicants. So that's 900, I'm not doing math right now. I'm still all screwed up from the flu, but I think it's 933 or roughly right around there. 940 people that are affected, which is 7-to-1 ratio. For every one person laid off, 7 people were going out and deciding to start their own businesses and take that leap to go out and start their own trucking companies, whether they were existing anyway and they're just expanding or whether they're a new person trying to get involved. 7 companies have filed for their authority for every single one person who was laid off at this location. Now, if you add in the Black Horse thing, that was a big deal, even though it really wasn't. It was a very small percentage of their actual workforce as well. You're still looking at like 6-to-1. So no matter which way you look, there's way more trucks trying to get into the industry, and they have a reason for getting into the industry. To top off all the bad news that we hear about layoffs and all that crap every day, you guys notice the national diesel price average is way down. It's $2.88 per gallon is the national average. The highest is on the West Coast at $3.44, I believe. I don't know. I don't care. It's California. Who cares? But diesel's been down for 3 weeks now. Continuously keeps going down. What's it going to be at next week? And here's another prediction that's going to be pretty rad. DAT is predicting spring is coming early to truckload freight as it pertains to rates and volumes. As load counts are holding steady and load to truck ratios are starting to show signs of life for van, reefer, and flatbed. Rates are starting to trend up. And here's a best part for all you independent owner ops out there and the small fleets and all that stuff. The experts, the industry experts, people way above my pay grade are predicting a capacity shortage come the end of April into May, June. Do you know what that means for you guys? It's a good thing. My forecast is that rates are going to come up and it's going to be a very good year freight-wise. But, hey, we're just going to focus on all the bad news all the time because that's what sells, right? That's what media sells. Anyway, you guys want to look at the weather? Here's my weather. It's still hot as here in Florida, and the fact that I have a fever, it makes it, even though it's like 75 out right now, here, I just dropped my kids off. It feels like it's 5 million degrees outside. I've already changed my shirt twice because I can't stop sweating. Anyway, it's not that cold up in the Northeast. It gets in the teens up in the upper Midwest. California, I am not a weather guy. Check this out, though. It's super cold up in Canada. Anyway, so that's the weather. Here's some other good news because, I'm just a proponent of spreading good news in the industry. You guys, if you guys didn't know, DAT is releasing their own predictive rating tool, which is pretty exciting, right? They're releasing their own predictive rating tool. That tool is coming out in April. It'll be made available for everyone. They've updated their hot market map, so now you have to be a subscriber to actually access it. Well, luckily I am. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Once their predictive rating tool comes out, it's going to be the number one predictive rating tool on the market. I guarantee it, because it's going to be at a price point that is affordable. Hopefully, I don't know. They haven't told me what the price point is, but I think it's going to be good. Here's another thing that's pretty exciting about DAT. So DAT, starting in June, they just announced yesterday through a blog post, they are going to be offering their Book It Now functionality open to everybody to access. They're beta testing it right now with Knight Swift. It's pretty exciting news considering that everyone's just focusing on the bad stuff. Guys, stay trucking, stay happy doing it. Try to focus on the good when it seems it's always bad that's being reported. Keeping on or whatever. I go live at 2 o'clock today. I don't give a crap if I'm in the middle of a hot spell. I'm going live. I'm doing it. 2 o'clock Eastern time. You can find me on social media. You can go to freightbrokerlive.com and read all the stories that I'm writing. I'm going to write about the bad stories, but I'm going to put a positive spin on every single thing that I possibly can, because I am done reading about all the negativity in the industry. My goal, and the reason why I started Freight Broker Live, is to report on the positive and to make people actually enjoy the industry again. Guys, support me if you can. Go to Freight Broker Live, sign up for notifications, like me on Facebook, like the video on YouTube, like everything about trucking. Keep it real. We'll see you later. Goodbye. I need some music for this. I don't have it yet. Later.